pretty amazing. And he said to me, don't you remember when we were in school, this was a gay straight alliance club case, and we were trying to help the school keep the club out. And the judge who was doing the negotiation said to me at one point, he said, boy, remember when we were in school, these things never would have been an issue, but you know, now the ACLU's around and they're helping these kids get their rights, and so what are we going to do? And I almost screamed at the man and said, what do you mean, what are we going to do? You're the judge. You don't have to rule in their favor every time, you know? I mean, it's just ridiculous. So really, it has been the ACLU that's done all these bad things in the court, but we do, every branch of government has the obligation to follow the Constitution. So, let me just read to you what Newsweek magazine said in 1982, and I'm watching the clock here. I say I always bring the same notes, but I never give the same speech twice. I've got, 25 pages of notes, and I only ever cover about 10 of them in any given speech, so there's lots more to be had, and it's all in our book. Not that I'm selling books, but it's all there. Here's what Newsweek magazine said in 1982. This was right after President Reagan came into office. But this is Newsweek, December of 1982, and I'm quoting. For centuries, the Bible has exerted an unrivaled influence on American culture, politics, and social life. Now historians are discovering that the Bible, perhaps even more than the Constitution, is our founding document. Newsweek. Here comes the word I don't like in it, but it says the source of the powerful myth of the United States. I don't like the word myth, but I didn't write this, so. The source of the powerful myth of the United States is a special, sacred nation of people called by God to establish a model society, a beacon to the world. There was a time early in the history of our nation when rugged settlers piously named their newly founded cities and towns after places in the Bible: Salem, Canaan, Philadelphia, Shiloh, Nazareth, Bethlehem, even Eden and Paradise. There were times, too, when Bible study was the core of public education, and nearly every literate family not only owned a Bible, but read it regularly and reverently. That was Newsweek magazine in 1982. That wasn't that long ago. I mean, I was like, I had really old kids by then. Going back a little farther, Calvin Coolidge, who I think is the president that Dundas likes, isn't he? Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Pardon?
Not necessarily.
Oh, not necessarily? Okay, I didn't pick up on that. But anyway, he was the 30th president back in the early 20th century, and he said, and I love this quote from him, whether he was a nice guy or not, the foundations of our society and our government rest so much on the teachings of the Bible that it would be difficult to support them, that is, to support freedom, if faith in these teachings, that is the Bible, would cease to be practically universal in our country. And isn't that exactly what's happened? Let me read that again. The foundations of our society and our government rest so much on the teachings of the Bible that it would be difficult to support them if faith in these teachings would cease to be practically universal in our country. If you want to know why we're on the edge of the cliff, all these people have told us why. We know why, and we know how to get it back. John Kennedy, in his inaugural address in 1961, said this: I am proud of the revolutionary beliefs for which our forebears fought. The belief that the rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God. And that's why they're inalienable. God gave them to us. The right to life, we can't give it away. We can't take it away from anybody else. Euthanasia is wrong. I'll just throw this in since that's my other big issue. Euthanasia is wrong because God said you can't give your life away. I will take it when I'm ready. And that's what the right to life is all about. And all of our other rights are like this too. And they come from, they do not come from Barack Obama. They do not come from the government. Health care is not a right that our Messiah president can bestow upon all of us. That's just not the way it is. Our rights come from God, and we have the right to throw him out if he is taking any of them away. So I'm going to leave you with this one last quote from John Adams. And it's right on time. I'm right at 45 minutes. I told Carrie, I said, how long do you want me to talk? He said, well, how long do you need? I said, I can do 15 minutes or 3 hours. And he said, said, take 45, and I'm taking 45. This was John Adams' word, and I think it's his word to all of us. And we really need to take this seriously. This is what he said. He said, posterity, that's you and me. Posterity, you will never know how much it cost the present generation, that's the 1776ers. Posterity, you will never know how much it cost the present generation to preserve your freedom. I hope you will make good use of it. If you do not, I shall repent in heaven that I ever took half the pains to preserve it. So, take those words from our founders, and God bless you all. I really have been honored. Our books are here. They're over there with our books. So we'll have them on the book table for you. Oh, you want me to? Oh, he's going to give me so I can show them. Okay, this is the one that has all the quotes in it that I gave to you. And in the back there are pages and pages and pages of footnotes. So anybody who says, where'd you get that from, you can tell them. So this is a book, and it comes with a study guide, so you can use it if you're homeschooling, or if you're in Christian school, or if you are in a Sunday school. There's a study guide that goes with it. The second book is Understanding the Constitution, which is also, does that mean I'm done? And there's a workbook for that one too. And the workbooks are $5 each. These books are $10 each, but if you buy both of them, it's a package of $15 for the two. And then we've got little cards for you to sign if you want to be on the CLA mailing list, and I guess Leslie brought some newsletters too. So they're going to set up that book table, and apparently I'm going to be there to sign the book, because even though my name is not on either one of these books, I actually wrote them. I'm a ghostwriter.